America, the land of the free. But for centuries, freedom had a different meaning depending on the color of your skin. This is the story of a movement that reshaped the nation, a fight for justice, dignity, and equality. The roots of the civil rights movement go back to the Reconstruction era. After the Civil War, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, the 14th promised equal protection, and the 15th granted black men the right to vote. But America wasn't ready for change. In 1857, the Supreme Court ruled that black people, free or enslaved, were not U.S. citizens. And in 1896, Plessy versus Ferguson legalized segregation under the idea of separate but equal. This set the stage for Jim Crow laws, a brutal system of racial oppression. The murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till in 1955 shook the nation. His killers walked free, but his death ignited a movement. Just months later, a woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus. Her quiet defiance led to the Montgomery bus boycott, a year-long protest that crippled the bus system. And it introduced the world to a young pastor, Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King preached nonviolence, marches, sit-ins, and boycotts. The movement gained momentum and the nation could no longer look away. 9 black students, known as the Little Rock Nine, walked into history as they integrated Central High School in 1957. But change came at a price: threats, violence, and the constant fight to simply exist. In 1960, 4 college students staged a sit-in at a whites-only lunch counter. They were refused service, but they didn't fight back. The sit-in movement spread like wildfire, forcing businesses to reconsider their policies. The Freedom Riders tested whether bus desegregation laws were actually enforced. White and black activists rode through the South, only to be met with firebombs and beatings. Then came a defining moment, the March on Washington. Over 250,000 people stood together as Dr. King delivered his legendary "I Have a Dream" speech. The movement was at its peak. And in 1964, history was made. The Civil Rights Act banned segregation in public places. The following year, the Voting Rights Act eliminated racist voting restrictions. But not all leaders believed in nonviolence. Malcolm X, once a radical voice for black nationalism, began to shift toward unity before he was assassinated in 1965. And in 1968, the movement suffered its greatest loss. Dr. King was assassinated in Memphis. The dream didn't die, but the nation mourned. The civil rights movement didn't erase racism, but it changed the world. Today, its echoes are heard in every fight for justice, every protest for equality, and every demand for change. Because history isn't just about the past, it's about the future we choose to build.